To be left-handed is to be misunderstanded, to be stranded and abandoned, and I just can't stand it anymore, so I'm here tonight to speak out against leftism, a problem so pervasive and insidious that it's embedded in our very language. Here's an example. She left me. It's not right. You see, left is a dagger between the shoulder blades, while right is continued cohabitation in a tropical paradise punctuated by lots of great sex. But that's just the beginning. Right is, of course, a homophone for right, which means that as a poet, every time I sit down to write, I am haunted by the subtle echo of right, and I know that I'm starting out with one hand, you can guess which one, tied behind my back. And really, that subtle echo is not very subtle at all. Have you ever noticed how many great rhymes there are for right? Well, I don't want to keep you here all night, so just limiting myself to the one-syllable rhymes. There's bite, blight, fight, flight, height, light, might, night, plight, quite, sight, trite, quite, and zeit. I know, you could only use zeit if you were hyphenating it and the next line began with a geist. But that actually happened to me last week. Anyway, the point is, where does that leave me? Well, I'm left with not much. Bereft, you could say, the victim of theft. And I know who the culprits are. I've got them dead to rights. But I also know that might makes right, so I'm not even going to bother with bothering. But that reminds me, look at the way idiomatic language is stacked against me and my people. If you really want something, you give your right arm for it, proving not only that you're in your right mind, but also that your heart's in the right place, which will start you out on the right foot, which will be on the right track if you play your cards right. And maybe it serves me, yes, right, for dwelling on it, but it infuriates me that the best I can hope for is to be left at the altar, no doubt because I have 2 left feet, or maybe being out in left field has something to do with it. So what's the point of all this? Am I here to demand my rights? No, not exactly. And you are in your right mind if you think you can pacify me with a left-handed desk. I spit on your left-handed desk. The fact is, my people have been using right-handed desks for thousands of years, and we're doing great. And we don't want to get along with you. We don't want to peacefully coexist. We want a leftolution. We want a leftolution, and one day we will have it. One of these days, we'll be reading you your last rights. But until then, I'll do what I can with paper and pen, and when you mockingly, whether you realize it or not, say to me, I hear you're a poet. Is that right? I'll say through clenched teeth, it's correct, but it's definitely not right.